Good afternoon, everyone. Ever since the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, top-level Democrats have threatened to pack the Supreme Court, to add additional seats to the Supreme Court if Donald Trump's appointee, Amy Coney Barrett, is confirmed before Election Day. At yesterday's presidential debate, Chris Wallace asked Joe Biden about this. He asked Joe Biden if he was in favor of packing the Supreme Court. Joe Biden refused to answer. And before I show you this clip, I want to show you a broader pattern that has developed over the last week. Both Joe Biden and his running mate, Kamala Harris, have been asked this same question repeatedly. They have been asked if they are in support of packing the Supreme Court. Here's how they've answered.
Senator Harris, should Democrats pack the Supreme Court? Senator Harris, should Democrats try to pack the court next year?
Question. If he's elected president and Democrats gain control of the Senate, would he consider adding more seats to the Supreme Court?
It's a legitimate question, but let me tell you I'm not going to answer that question because it will shift all the focus. That's what he wants. He never wants to talk about the issue at hand. He always tries to change the subject.
There are a number of Democrats in Washington, as you know, who are saying that if Judge Barrett is confirmed and if you and Joe Biden win and the Democrats take back the Senate, then there should be consideration of adding seats to the U.S. Supreme Court. Neither you nor Joe Biden are willing to give a straight answer as to whether or not you're willing to entertain that idea, but it's not some fringe idea. Democrats in Washington are talking about it. Chuck Schumer, the Democratic leader in the Senate, has said that he's not taking anything off the table. Is that an idea that you're willing to think about?
We are 35 days away from an election that is probably the most important election of our lifetime and our children's lifetime.
I will respectfully note that you also declined to answer that question with me. Senator Kamala Harris, I appreciate your time this evening. Thank you so much.
Good to be with you, Jake. Thanks for the question.
All right, yeah. So I don't really understand, Abby, why they won't answer that question.
If Senate Republicans, we were talking originally about the Supreme Court here, if Senate Republicans go ahead and confirm Justice Barrett, there has been talk about ending the filibuster or even packing the court, adding to the 9 justices there. You call this a distraction by the president, but in fact it wasn't brought up by the president. It was brought up by some of your Democratic colleagues in the Congress. So my question to you is, you have refused in the past to talk about it. Are you willing to tell the American people tonight whether or not you will support either ending the filibuster or packing the court?
Whatever position I take on that, that'll become the issue. The issue is the American people should speak. You should go out and vote. You're in voting now. Vote and let your senators know how strongly you feel. Vote now.
Are you pack the
Make
court?
sure you, in fact, let people know you're a senator. I'm not going to answer the question.
Why
because
would you answer that?
Unbelievable. Joe Biden and his running mate Kamala Harris refused to answer the question. And Joe Biden claims that whatever position he takes will then become the focus. Well, I have news for you, Joe Biden. You could end this entire discussion with a single 2-letter, 1-syllable word. That word is no. If you just say no, that you are not in favor of packing the Supreme Court, that's it. It's over. It's done with. No one's going to revisit the question. No one's going to keep asking you the question. But the fact that you refuse to answer the question has now become the focus of discussion. Now people are focused on the fact that you are refusing to answer this question. Now there's going to be more curiosity. There's going to be suspicion as to why you do not want to answer this very simple question, as to why your running mate, Kamala Harris, also doesn't want to answer this very simple question. And it's a very important question as well because it has decade-long consequences, multiple decades. Because if the Democrats were to add seats to the Supreme Court, right now there are 9 seats on the Supreme Court. If the Democrats get their way, first they would have to win the presidency. They would also have to win a Senate majority. At this point, they could pack the Supreme Court. They could add additional seats to the Supreme Court. Instead of 9 Supreme Court justice seats, say they increase that number to 15. They add 6 additional Supreme Court justice seats. And then they fill those empty Supreme Court seats with left-wing radical justices. They would be able to push their liberal wish list, their liberal agenda through with hardly any pushback at all. You would have nationwide critical race theory with racial sensitivity training. You'd have the Green New Deal. Americans deserve to know what Joe Biden's stance is on a very consequential issue. And my question is, to all of the Joe Biden supporters, to the people that support Joe Biden, how can you support a candidate when you don't even know what they stand for? You don't even know what their stance is on a very important and consequential issue. They will not tell you. They have openly refused to answer questions about this. They've deflected it at every single time it's come up. Even CNN's Jake Tapper was surprised that Kamala Harris would not answer this question. So once again, how can you support a candidate when you don't even know what you're voting for? You don't even know what your candidate that you're supporting is even in favor of. How can you support a candidate when you don't even know what they stand for? That's my video. Hope you like it. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe, and I will see you all next time.